Hey guys, Mr. B XRP here, and welcome back. Today is January 20th of 2020, and let's take a quick look at the market. Looks like everything's gone green at this point today. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and let's look at the 7-day. The 7-day, Bitcoin's up 7%, Ethereum's up 6.35%, and XRP's up 10.5%. Everything's looking a little bit green. Let's see how it pans out. Market cap's at 241, almost 242. So we will keep our eye on that. But let's kind of jump into what's going on today. So as everyone knows by now, Davos is going on. It actually starts tomorrow, but I do think they're having some different things are going on today. I've already seen some video, but I think the main conference starts tomorrow, runs to the 24th. I found on my Apple phone that there's actually an iOS app that you can get. So I posted it here on Twitter. It said check out Davos X 2020 app, and if you want to follow the official. So it's not an official app, just so you know. I said follow the official Davos agenda. So I think it's an official agenda, but it's not an official app, just so you know. Because I also went on to say, also don't mind saying I love the app logo, because the logo was really cool. But I think it's important to know it's not an official app. It may be an official agenda, but not an official app. Some people have linked the app maker to Ripple, but I don't know if that's true or not. I really haven't seen that or dug into that. But this was funny. Somebody took this logo and did this to it, which I thought was fantastic. So I don't know if that'll go again, but look, it starts with that, and boom. So that was by at Crypto Capital 1. You might want to follow him. He said, "Fix it." I think this is what they meant to show on the Davos app screen. So I thought that was pretty funny. So moving on with that news. Okay, so I also posted this. I said there's some confusion as to whether or not Brad Garlinghouse is speaking at Davos. As far as I can tell, Brad will be taking part in this Wall Street Journal panel in Davos, changing the financial industry from within. Please correct me if this is not accurate. Thank you. So essentially, there's going to be a panel that Brad Garlinghouse is going to be on, and from what I understand from a lot of people, it's actually a paid panel. So it sounds like it might have been something to where Ripple paid to be on this panel for the exposure of being in Davos and speaking about Ripple and all that. So probably a great means of advertising, and certainly going to be an interesting panel. Can't wait to see it. But he is in town, and I'm sure he's taking meetings with people. So that's pretty interesting stuff. And look who else is in town. This is I think the only other CEO of a cryptocurrency company that I know of that's going to Davos, and it is Charles Hoskinson. He's in Davos and wants everybody to know he's in Davos. So interesting stuff for him. Wonder what he's up to. Wonder who he's talking to, and what's on his agenda while he's there. That would be interesting to know. Continuing on, let's have a listen to. This was actually put out by the ECB, which is the European Central Bank, and it's recent. And this is a short 20-second video of Christine Lagarde. So let's give it a quick listen. And obviously, she whispered. Hang on, guys.
In the Bitcoins, my personal conviction is that given the developments we're seeing, not so much in the Bitcoin segment, but in the stablecoins projects, and we only know of one at the moment, but there are others being explored and underway at the moment, we'd better be ahead of the curve if that happens, because there is clearly a demand out there that we have to respond to. My personal
boy, is she really on top of things. She has been pro digital currencies since the beginning. She always stresses it's not the Bitcoins. We know she's taken meetings with Ripple and with Brad Garlinghouse, and he's been in the room with them. So, one of the other things is she made a statement about a week or two ago and literally said to the central bankers that she didn't want them to spill the beans of whatever announcement that she plans to make at Davos. So obviously she's making a big announcement. I don't know what it is. It probably has to do with with central bank digital currencies, which would be great. Certainly be great if she talks about bridging those currencies. But she's making some sort of an announcement. We're going to probably hear it this week, but it will be interesting to see what she has to say. And I think she's going to be one of the stars of Davos for sure, because she is a popular pull when it comes to these kind of events. Moving on, this was from Michael at VAL5 Links. He wrote 38 of the world's largest 100 banks have tested, integrated, and invested in Ripple's remittance technology report. Well, I'll tell you what, that's great that 38 of the world's largest 100 banks. I don't believe it, though. I believe it's much higher than that. I believe it's even more. So, but if it's only 38, we'll take 38% for now, but I bet you it's much, much more. I don't buy it. Going over to fiatleak.com. So here's a post that they made. Fiatleak.com gang knows how to make these tokens fly in style. Which currency is most likely to seat you in a private jet in 2020? Leave a comment. We'll give free founders hats to 2 random commenters on January 31st of 2020. So a couple things. One is they do make these cool hats, which is nice. And the second thing is Fiatleak must be doing really good if they're flying private. That's kind of interesting stuff. I wonder who's behind Fiatleak and who's running the show over there, because they are fairly new, but they must be getting paid over there for sure. Moving on. Okay, so here's another one I wanted you to listen to, 35-second video, and let me get it to play here. Hang on. And it doesn't want to play. Huh. I can't get it to play. Well, this is Judy Shelton. Judy Shelton is an economist, and Judy Shelton is talking about the use of digital currencies and what she thinks of that, and she seems very optimistic about the use of them. But the other thing that I think is interesting that everybody should know is she's one of the nominees that Donald Trump has made for the Fed. So I think she's been nominated to be Fed chair, and we need to keep an eye on Judy Shelton, and I can't believe it won't play. Let's see. Let me see one more time here if I can get it to work. We are having technical difficulties, guys. No, I don't know why it won't play. Okay, I apologize for that, but you can go to @BabaCugs to hear that video, but let's keep an eye on Judy Shelton because she seems optimistic on digital assets. And she may be at the Fed before we know it. So moving on, this is from XRP Crypto Wolf. So essentially he says you can spend XRP at Amazon, Burger King, DoorDash, Domino's, GameStop, Home Depot, and other major retailers and restaurants starting next week. BitPay co-founder Tony Galapi confirmed that users will be able to buy gift cards with XRP on BitPay next week. So this is great. I mean, it's really great that we're seeing potential use, but the truth is, nobody wants to spend their digital assets. Nobody does at this point. Everybody's waiting because they're still so speculative, and we're waiting for the values to go up. Although it's a great thing, I just don't see. Nobody wants to be the idiot that paid $2 million for a Burger King hamburger. I mean, we see that story about the pizzas at Domino's, and nobody wants to be that. Nobody wants to be famous in that way. So although I think it's great. I'm not using my digital assets to buy hamburgers, and I honestly don't see using XRP in a consumer-facing way at this point at all. I mean, it's really a back-end asset for banks and remittance companies until otherwise notified. But I just don't see it. So it's not for me. But I just want to share that with you. It is good that this is happening because it gets the word out to the public, which helps with adoption. But it's not something that I want to do. And the last thing I have here is from Fact on Twitter. It says, "Don't chase people, work hard and be yourself. Under these 2 principles, the right people will find their way into your life." I can tell you this is 100% true, and I can also tell you that good people know good people, and if you surround yourself with good people, you will have an endless stream of good people. But if you take one idiot and put him in your life, they will introduce you to many more idiots. So you are a product of your environment, guys. So do the right thing, and the right people will be attracted to you. Thank you for joining today. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. What are you hoping to come out of Davos this week? What are you hoping that we're going to hear? Realistically, obviously everybody wants to hope that they're going to hear the announcement of mass adoption of XRP, but let's be realistic. What are you hoping that's going to come out of the conference and we're going to hear this week? And I thank you again for joining. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a travel agent. And I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please like and subscribe and hit the notifications button and share with anybody who you think might do the same. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day.